InGen Dynamics Incorporated and their incredible Aido social robot. Our story begins on Indiegogo early in 2016, when InGen Dynamics Incorporated launched a campaign to bring a robot into everyone's life that wanted one. That robot, Aido, was shown in this video, able to do an amazing variety of things. It could stare at you while you slept like a creepy girlfriend while you are blissfully unaware. It would project off-center images with no loss of image quality. Most amazing is that Aido could also respond to spoken commands just like the computer HAL in the theater. The things that Aido could do did not end there. As you can see from this original video used in both the Indiegogo and later Start Engine campaigns, Aido could give you recipes for your kitchen, keep an eye out to see if a watched pot truly never boiled, and even show helpful home handyman videos off-center with no loss of image quality at all. He could even help with work lighting on command. Did your daughter need a piano lesson? Aido could do that. Does your creepy son find that the neighborhood kids won't play with him? Aido will fill the gap. Yes, this was truly an electronic marvel that could do so much for you and the members of your family, according to the video here. Heck, you could even make video calls thanks to Aido. It was an incredible combination of tutor, handyman, overall needed appliance, Internet of Things device. Best of all, Aido would never complain about any of the things he had been tasked to do, including play dress up. Perhaps the most incredible thing that Aido demonstrated in the original video was his capability for home security. Not only could he recognize people's faces in his database, but it appeared that he could open doors despite the fact that he had no visible arms or hands to do so. He could then lead people directly through the house to you with no problem whatsoever. InGen Dynamics and their Aido robot generated a lot of excitement on Indiegogo around the spring of 2016. The cool factor alone generated a lot of excitement, and when all was said and done, backers had poured well into the six figures of InGen Dynamics Incorporated coffers so they could hurry up and finish developing their wonderful Aido. And why would they not be excited? The Aido was being offered at a bargain basement set of pre-production prices, as shown on the Indiegogo campaign site. They were obviously close to the finished product, since they were projecting an October 2016 delivery. Things were looking good for Aido backers early on, especially when they saw progress videos like these, showcasing what Aido could do.
Aido, what can I make with this?
I have a great soup that you can make with onions. Do you want to see that?
Yes, please.
You certainly look happy today. Glad to see things are going well for you.
Message from my girl.
You look surprised. Hope it is good news.
She's full of surprises.
Is everything all right? You look worried. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, I'll be alright. Thanks.
Great video of Aido showing his growing abilities. InGen Dynamics was getting noticed. But not in the way they probably wanted. Suddenly, the videos took on a decidedly different production value. InGen had made much of an invitation, or shortlisting, for a gathering at Walt Disney Glendale. The graphic on the top left was posted for months on the Indiegogo InGen campaign page. What you are seeing here was the results of that shortlisting as shot on a cell phone by someone at InGen and released in an update. If anyone can explain why the people at InGen Dynamics decided it was important for backers to see this, please post your thoughts in the YouTube comments section for this video. It got worse. Backers who were nervous at this point asked to see the InGen Dynamics facility in Palo Alto. This too was shot on a cell phone, with no explanation or commentary as to what the backers were supposedly seeing. It turned out that this is not exclusive to InGen Dynamics at all. It's shared temporary office space, not anything exclusive to anyone. That is why backers didn't see any robotics lab work in progress here. This was not a lab at all. So where is Aido being built? Turns out that from internal clues and another set of update cell phone shots, internet sleuths determined that InGen was allegedly working on Aido in India. Take a look and see for yourself. It didn't take long after this was posted for Aido backers to start asking some very hard questions. Things like, why does what they're showing now not match what was shown in the original video? Why don't they show it moving around on that ball anymore? What exactly was it that I was looking at that sold me on the idea of this robot to begin with? When do I get my robot that I backed months ago on Indiegogo? It was due in October, you said. Turns out they all saw and fell in love with an empty shell. Done as a rush job through a custom motorcycle vendor. You can still find the proof on the internet. By this time, the InGen backers were getting really nervous about their monetary investment in Aido. Some were even asking to have their money refunded on Indiegogo's Aido comments section. What got them even more excited was that InGen Dynamics had started another Aido campaign on the equity crowdfunding site StartEngine, and they hadn't fulfilled their promises of delivery to the original backers yet. That StartEngine campaign had a lot of similarities to the Indiegogo one, but with a difference. Now instead of offering a product perk, what they were selling was stock in the company. This was possible now due to new federal regulations that had recently gone into effect, allowing anyone to invest in a company that followed the new SEC guidelines, placing reporting responsibilities squarely on the campaigners. It meant that more information was available, if you could dig it out of the filings. In the case of InGen Dynamics, they had to file a Form C form, which was freely examined in the Edgar database. It showed some very interesting things about the company that were not disclosed on Indiegogo. For instance, for a firm with such a technologically ambitious product, they only had one employee. Apparently, this man was it. He has been, in fact, the sole face linked consistently with the campaign. One of his main functions seemed to be to give obscure answers in the StartEngine comments section, because unlike Indiegogo, a team name could not be used to cloak identities, nor could critical posts from disgruntled Indiegogo backers simply be deleted on StartEngine. So the way to keep anyone from seeing them, a time-honored tactic was used, simply spamming them off the page. Digging further into the InGen filings, a curious discrepancy is also found. Almost 3 times as much money is listed as spent on sales and marketing as was spent on alleged research and development. This is a very disturbing thing to find if you are a backer still waiting for your wonder robot to appear, especially since the rollout of Aido has been postponed no less than 3 times, from October 2016 to February and March 2017. To date, no one has gotten an Aido. Aido and InGen had always had their share of critics, who eventually had a conference call with the people at StartEngine, where they presented what they had found concerning the campaign. The day after that call, InGen's campaign vanished from StartEngine for 2 weeks, then just as suddenly reappeared there long enough to close out their 3rd round of funding. The campaign was totally closed to investors after that. As with any big story, there is more, much more that we could report to you, but here is our opinion. This is what in crowdfunding would be called an intentional failure. There never was, as we have seen, a robot called Aido that matches the original promotional video in scope or function, and never will be. Whatever purposes the money was actually raised for will never be known short of criminal investigation. Backers of this campaign are expressing their outrage in the only avenue left them, the Indiegogo comments page for Aido, but their concerns and anger appear to be falling on deaf ears. Meanwhile, this is a campaign that burns screaming in crowdfunding hell.
Did you enjoy today's presentation? You can directly support us through Patreon at the link below this video, as we will be producing one a month examining the crowdfunding industry and the campaigns in it. Comments, suggestions, thumbs up or down are also greatly appreciated. This is Aido, signing off from crowdfunding hell.